you doing there? Welcome to Hibachi Talk. This is me, Angus McTech, with my good old buddy, Drew, the security guy.
How's it, man? Good to see you,
70 years! 70 years! No, not 70 years. 70
years.
shows. 70 shows. I got a wee bit mistake there. Anyway, we got 70 shows we're going to be talking about today. We're going to go review them and everything. But, it's been really cool doing 70 shows. It's awesome. You've been a really good co-host. Because it's really my show, not your show. But you've been really big.
We all know that. You're viral.
Yeah, and your lovely wife, the security goddess. She's been awesome. She's great. She's been a great co-host. And then we have Papi Chulo. Now, he's
great.
A piece of work, but he's there.
He's
Papi
great.
Chulo's there. He's awesome. He's been great. And then we got the other bonehead guy, Gordo, the Texar.
Oh, the other bonehead.
He's
nice.
so.
Oh yeah, he does a great job.
But he's there. But anyway, it's been really cool. 70 shows. Amazing 70 shows. Anyway, so I got a few things I want to talk about a wee bit as we move on. But and also want to thank Zuri and Nick. Zuri and Nick are awesome.
They have kept us together, and that is not an easy job.
Look how handsome they make me look. Look at the blue eyes. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so Zuri and Nick, I said need photo, and I never got one photo. They're just blank.
Oh, we're gonna have to bring them on live then.
Yeah, we gotta bring them on live. Somehow we get them on live. Anyway, it's been really cool. So I got a few things we're gonna do a wee bit different this time around. So first thing, I got a wee joke for you. A wee tiny joke.
Tell me.
So
these always kill me.
So something's different in this joke, and you have to tell me which one's different. There's a Canadian, an Australian, a Scotsman, and a canoe. One is different.
The canoe.
Why?
I don't know.
It tips. The other ones never tip. They're just cheap.
It tips.
They're cheap. They
Nice.
never tip. Anyway, that's
The Canadians neither, eh?
The
I didn't
Canadians
know that.
neither. They never do that. Anyway, so that's kind of been going on with that. So now, other thing we got happening is we got one tech job.
Let's see it.
Yeah, my good
Do
old
we have a
buddy.
picture?
My old good old buddy. There he is, Ivor McForklift.
Oh, nice photo.
That wee bugger is going to retire in May.
It looks like he's ready.
It looks like he's practicing already.
What's he drinking?
Home brew.
Nice.
Yeah, home brew.
He's gonna retire and just drink homebrew.
That's what he's going to do. Look
Good
at
man.
silly. And
Good
look
man.
at that silly hat on that
He
guy.
needs to send some of that down here. Is that
should.
legal, you think?
Hope not.
I think we'd be importing by then.
It'd be kind of like get a whiskey from Tennessee or Kentucky.
No, I think we can. No, we have to pay a tax stamp or something. I don't know the deal with that.
You got, wasn't your family doing
I don't want to
that
get in
stuff?
trouble with the ATF, you know.
You guys were making that stuff in the hills, right?
Well, I can't comment on that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, just check.
This is live.
Yeah, right, this is live. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got no one check job, and now we got one more thing, one more wee thing, and then we're going to have you do your security minute. Oh, I got two more things. Oh, right. Oh, I got two more things.
Scottish counting.
Oh,
How's your math?
this?
What's this?
Here's my, I've been traveling a wee bit. These are my favorite towns.
Dull?
The favorite one is Dull.
Paired with Boring, Oregon. Oh,
Yeah, Boring,
they have a
Oregon.
sister city.
Have
Nice,
you been
okay.
there in Boring, Oregon?
All right. No, I haven't.
I've been to Dull. I've been Dull.
What do they got?
And then we got Downby. I've been to Downby too. And then we got
Downby?
the other one. Yeah, Downby. I've been Downby. It's really said Doonby. But I've been to Doonby.
I see.
And then the other one, Twat. So I've been to Twat
Where is
too.
that? On the coast?
Well, it better be somewhere. But it's there. I've been there. I've been in that wee too as well. Anyway, so those are my favorite cities, my favorite tunes. And then I got, what do we think? We got Gadget. And then you're going to do security minute.
You have a gadget?
I have a
See
gadget.
It. This sounds always
wee
good.
Gadget. So, you have
What?
an iPhone?
I do.
I have an iPhone too. There are so many new things coming out. These clips you can put
I
on
have
your phone
an iPhone
that turn
6.
them into an SLR camera.
Okay.
It's really cool. So this is one that I
Wow.
saw a wee while ago. It's really nice. It's about maybe $100 some odd dollars.
Olo clip.
Pretty good. Oh, you clip it on your iPhone and it turns it into a regular camera.
New lens, huh? Awesome.
New lens. Really cool thing. So now
It's-
we've got. That's it. Now we got the last
That's it?
thing. No.
Okay,
we got
are
one
you
more
gonna give
thing.
me one of those for my
One
birthday?
more thing. I'm not letting you up there.
I want an Olo clip.
So right now you're doing about 80% on the Scottish language.
Oh, Lord.
So you're almost by.
All right.
Here you go.
I'm ready.
Scottish word of the day. It's druth.
Druth.
Druth. It could be how the Scots spell Drew. You got a name.
Druth.
So you could be Andrew Druth. Lanning. Or it's, I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth. Or it could be, I'm thirsty.
I always go for the middle, and I'm always
So
wrong.
which one you going to take there, lad?
I'm gonna go thirsty.
You got it right.
Yeah, see? Nice.
Awesome, lad. You really
That's
truly
good.
buy lingo. Anyway, that is it.
4 of 6. I'm 4 for 6, I think.
You're 4 for 6. You're terrific.
2/3.
Anyway, we have a new format for the show coming up next time we're on the air. This is Angus Matek telling everybody thank you so much for joining us, and we'll bring it back to Drew. And remember what I say all the time: let your wing gang free wherever you be. Aloha.
That's awesome, Angus. That's an intro from Angus. First time you've seen him open the show on Hibachi, I think he did good. Let's give him a hand, a little shout out. Good job, Angus.
Nice job, Angus.
So I'm gonna move into the security minute for you here, and I want to talk about a thing that came to my attention. There's a study that just came out. I got a little anthropology play here that from managing the insider risk through training and culture. It's an Experion study that was released. About 600 individuals at companies that currently have data protection and privacy training going on. The problem is, even though they're doing that, they're not taking real steps to prevent negligent employee behavior. So the study found that over half of these companies, about 55%, have already experienced an incident due to malicious or negligent employee, right? So they got this employee that they're training, I'm telling this employee what to do, and the employee just ignores it. Really not concerned about the security of the company, right? So it's a problem. According to the survey, 46% of surveyed companies make training mandatory for all the employees. Only 46%, I guess we should say. And then when they've experienced a breach, 60% don't require the employees to retake the security training. And that's a perfect time when you've had a breach to get the employees re-engaged in, this type of training, right? Only half of the companies agree that current education programs actually reduce non-compliant behavior. So they got these programs, half of them don't even believe they work. Basically, we're talking about phishing and social engineering, mobile device security, and then using cloud services safely. The study also found that companies aren't currently implementing a number of very simple incentives that could encourage, positive security behaviors, right? So over 2/3 provide no incentive for being proactive to an employee for being proactive in protecting sensitive information or reporting potential issues. Among those that do provide incentive, only 19% provide some sort of a financial reward. And only 29% mention security at all in the performance review of the employee. So think about, all this is going on. We've been talking about this for 70 shows now. We've been talking about the really weak link in the internal posture of employees and the things they're doing, whether on websites or with emails that they're receiving, and it's not even impacting their performance review at this point.
Well, and I'm, sorry I'm late.
Jump in there.
Sorry I'm getting a little late.
Gordo's here.
Well, finally in the house. The Angus jumps in there and takes over. So come back to me again on this thing. I was hearing you when I was getting up here. What percentage they never retake?
So in 60%, about 2/3 of the time, companies do not require employees to retake security training courses when they've had a breach.
So they have the breach, and then
it's a perfect time to say, "Wow, look what happened to us." Like there's no. So this is that cultural component, right? Where we're not getting that top-down push from ownership or management to create buy-in from the staff. We're giving them all this training, basically spitting stuff at them, but they're not absorbing it because what do they care?
Yeah.
It's the company gets screwed, not them.
Well,
and then there's no. It doesn't even reflect in their performance review if they do this bad behavior, all this kind of stuff.
And that's an interesting one I have never thought of. I wonder how many companies out there have performance reviews that include a security component.
That's what I'm saying. So this less than only 29% even mentioned.
That's more than I thought.
Yeah.
That's more than I thought.
Well, that's of these 600. These 600 have a program.
Okay.
So these are these survey respondents all have a program, but to have a program and not use it as part of your employee grading. Again, so I guess my point, this is something I was talking about yesterday to the HVISA group. So
the what group?
The Hawaii Visitor Security Association. I was down there talking about
Hawaii Visitor Security Association?
Yeah, I was talking about cybersecurity for physical security devices to those folks, but I always do that people component and the policy component as well, because it's a three-legged stool, people, policy, product. And we talked about this a little bit, and those folks, their teams, they're not responsible for any type of cybersecurity training. They look at IT and they're disconnected. And I was hard to hear that from me. We've been preaching and preaching and preaching this. Yeah. We know this is a big problem. So anyway, study found final fact: 1/3 of companies have zero consequence if an employee is found to be negligent or responsible for causing a data breach.
So what do we got to do? What do we have to do?
We need to get on
to get the word out of the gaps that companies
I think
are.
a training rampage, man. I think we just go in their doors, we start sticking up posters, and we come back the next hour and we do it again, and the next hour and we do it again.
So sort of
creating awareness.
Sort of like what OSHA does, you know, the employment law, you know, we're a non-discriminatory company, those kinds of things. You think there should start being those kinds of posters? I mean, I'm just thinking out loud here, like we're to give people more of an awareness of they have to be more in tune to security and safety, both from the cyber and the physical side.
I think it's constant. I at my office, I'm the guy walking around sticking up those posters. We've had them on the show from Securing the Human, right? The SANS resource, right? They've got those anti-phishing posters. I move them around all the time. I've got a dozen of them in our office. Yeah. I stick them, sometimes I'll put them on your monitor. Sometimes I'll put them on people's desks. They're in the bathrooms. And I move them around so that it's a constant state of awareness. Because you're receiving email, you're on websites all the time.
All day long.
So, you know.
You just got to kind of do it.
You've got to
Do you have any hiccups?
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do they look like?
A couple times.
I feel my little horse. I think I've still got some something. I don't know.
Yeah, a little something. So anyway, so nice your security minute. So we're going to take a break. We have no guests this week. This is our 70 shows.
So we're going to review.
We're going to review 70 shows
before our format change.
And then we're going to have a format change coming up in a couple of weeks. And
they're not getting rid of us. We're just changing the format.
Well, I don't know. Who knows?
Well, they're not getting rid of us at least by 71.
By 71. So anyway, we're going to take a wee break, and we'll be back after we pay some bills.
Hello, I'm Crystal from Quack Talk. I've got a new show here. You've got to tune in. Check out my topics on sensitive, provocative female issues. So Tuesday mornings, 10 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's going to be fun and dangerous.
Hello, I'm Stephen Katz, and I'm the host of Shrink Wrap, which comes to you live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on thinktechhawaii.com, and then it's repeated again whenever you want if you go to the website. On our show, we will be talking to all different kinds of therapists, psychologists, psychoanalysts, psychiatrists, people who talk about the mind, the brain, and about different ways to find happiness. I myself am a marriage and family therapist in practice here in Hawaii, and I hope you will join us because I've got a lot to learn, you've got a lot to learn, and it's a great ride. Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Aloha, how you doing? Gordo the Texar here. Please join us here at Hibachi Talk and have yourself a libation. Pull up a towel and join us. Got Andrew, the security guy. How you doing, buddy? We are celebrating
I'm doing
our
well. I couldn't talk.
Couldn't talk because you were drinking water. We're celebrating our 70th show. So we thought what we'd do after 70 shows, or 60 plus shows, 69 shows, because that's the number before 70, at least the last I checked, Canadian math. We'd take a look at what had gone on with some of our guests that we've had on the show and see where they've gone on in their careers and how much this show has done to move them up the career ladder.
Well, I know my bosses took over my job completely.
Yeah, your boss has done really, really well. But first, I got a little bit of news on some stuff that's I've been noticing around a little bit. So my first one is, have you traveled to a foreign country?
Yeah.
Have you been to France?
Paris.
Paris? Well, that's in France.
Is it? Well, that's where they dropped me off.
You're an anthropology major.
That's geography. What are you talking about?
The answer to that question would have been yes. Okay, so now it's Paris. Have you been to Spain?
No.
Okay. And Spain is not in France, just so you know.
Okay, it's
so
south. I've seen pictures.
Anyway, there's a new device coming out in September. It's like a hearing aid that you'll wear. And I'll be able to speak to you in French. You'll be able to speak to me in English, and the device will do the translation.
That's awesome.
How cool is that?
I need that.
It's
I had
awesome.
trouble in France.
Yeah, so it's coming out. It's coming out in September. So what about security? You think you could hack that thing?
Oh yeah. Then it tells lies all the time. So you can start fights and riots and stuff like.
I never thought of that.
Oh yeah.
You could say like, "Gee, you look beautiful today," and then when it translates, it says,
"You're an asshole."
Yeah.
And And like,
Wow.
So like everybody's fighting.
Awesome. I never thought of that.
No one's nice to me in France. I'm never going back.
I don't know why. Every time I say something nice with a smile, someone punches me in the face.
Like, can you imagine?
Well, in French, they take out their glove and they slap you.
Well, it depends. I mean, if it's close, I guess you could turn it off so long as it's not connected.
Well,
you
it
could
is.
program
It's
it
connected to your mobile phone, so that you can select the language that you want.
Yeah, so that would be vulnerable.
So there's in there. So it's French, Spanish, Italian, and English. So
that's awesome.
This can be awesome.
I had trouble there. Like they kept selling me all the cheap wine. I couldn't. You got to ask for the Beaujolais or whatever. I was getting the Vin Rouge, the Gamay. I needed the good stuff.
Ones? Well,
yeah,
So you've moved away from Kentucky bourbon. No, you haven't.
So this was a long time ago.
Yeah. So I thought that was a really, really kind of neat thing to become.
Yeah, that's a problem when you travel. If you're not bilingual, which we've seen, I'm only 60% at this point. So
almost Scottish.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have Scottish in there, but it's not there.
Almost Scottish.
They're almost Scottish. Anyway, so pretty good. Look for this thing coming out in September, and you just Google it on Bing and look for
Google it on Bing.
Yeah, hearing device that translates languages.
Right. I like it.
So it's kind of nice. And I saw that Angus talked about the lenses for the cameras.
I know, that's cool.
You know what? There's a whole bunch of them now.
Yeah, I've seen people using them. I'm not a very good.
There's some professional cameras we've been talking about how cool that stuff is. So did you see the thing about North Korea today on the cyber theft?
No.
So this came out this morning, and I saw it on the Star Advertiser. And it came out of New York first, and then it was mentioned on Star Advertiser this morning. Cybersecurity researchers say that North Korea might be connected to a recent attack that resulted in the theft of over $100 million from a Bangladeshi central bank and the attempted theft of millions of dollars from more other Asian
I know about
banks.
the bank theft, so I didn't know that they're possibly linked to that, and that's. I mean, it's really hard for them to attribute where these attacks occur because of the way you're able to move around.
With the Tor browsers.
They turn off ARP, and there's reasons.
What I find interesting though is that as I start thinking about this, is like security researchers at Symantec, and we know they're a big security player in the cyber side, said that the malware came out in February, stole $101 million, and that it looks very similar to the Lazarus virus that came out a number of years ago. So it's a repurposing and a redoing. My question is, if someone comes into your country and steals $100 million, is that an act of war?
Probably.
I mean,
in my country it would be. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna hunt you down, fool.
Yeah.
100 million. I need that 100 mil. That's a lot.
That's that would be an interesting one to see if they hit.
Yeah, I mean it's odd that a country would steal money. That's just odd to me. Like in other words, I could see hackers trying to make it look like it came from a country, so the country gets blamed. Blah blah blah. I mean, there's a lot of that. The attribution piece of that is difficult.
But think of the country that's
say
doing
that.
That's true. I shouldn't butt in on you, but think of the country that's doing it. It's North Korea.
Why, they don't have any money?
They're broke.
Don't they make their own?
That's true. They're broke.
Oh, nobody buys it. I see. So I don't know much about them.
We're not going to get into politics, but anyway, I got another news thing. Uber. Almost lost my voice. They're starting to test a self-driving car.
Do that. Make that noise again. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So in Pittsburgh, we recall, we talked about this in one of our earlier shows. Uber partnered up with Carnegie Mellon to do some technology redevelopment and new technologies. So now it's coming to light some of the things they're working on. So in Pittsburgh now you can actually see an Uber self-driving car.
That's awesome.
So
is it like legal or is it just for testing?
Yeah, so they have a person in the car because it's in test mode. Not a passenger.
Sleeping.
Dozing off.
Behind the wheel? That's awesome.
Well, they're probably behind the wheel. But they're driving now around all Pittsburgh testing out this vehicle. I saw a picture of it. Now, so just again, go online and check this out. Just do a Bing search on
Uber.
Google and find Uber self-driving car. You'll see a picture of the car. It's pretty amazing.
Okay.
Cameras on it, lasers, all kinds of detection.
Would you get in
things.
it?
I would.
How far would you go? Would you get on the freeway?
I would.
Right on. I wonder if it like automatically buckles
Depends
you in.
on who the manufacturer of the airbags are.
Yeah.
Remember, did we have a text message just came in, a tweet? So,
what if What if they, like the thing? Would you be worried? Would you be nervous?
No, I don't think so. I don't drive anyway. I have a driver's license, but I hardly.
I've seen that what you do. It's not driving.
My wife does all the driving. I automatically go open the door for my lovely bride, let her get in, close the door, then I walk around the back, get into the car and sit down.
So you like constantly live in Uber world anyway.
I'm kind of got in my own.
Do you drive for Uber? Or Cindy?
I will when I retire.
You already retired.
I know. When I really retire. I'm trying.
All right.
Anyway, so it's
that's cool. I think
they
I'd try.
are they're going to spend 15 months developing all this kind of stuff.
I saw the what we talked about too, transportation. I saw some self-driving semis already. So
Yeah.
I think that's the industry that could really gain a lot.
Well,
you
'cause
know,
these guys
for
fall
freight.
asleep.
Well, I mean, then you just don't need them. I guess they got to be in the cab. You know, you want them in the case the thing's a runaway, where the brakes fail, or maybe you don't want to be in it if the brakes fail. I don't know, but I can see that that's an industry that could then become 24/7
Yep.
and not needing a lot of human intervention.
Yeah. So I think it's the writing is on the wall that we are going to see.
Autonomous vehicles.
Yeah. I can't tell you when, but I think it's going to be.
I like it.
Hopefully, I'll still be alive and being able to
You
participate.
think it'll make driving, like, you think traffic will be faster because everything has the same rules?
Well, if they
it's all shared rule set.
So if they computerize a lot of the, that stop and go that's on the freeway, that they call the accordion effect. If you can eliminate that accordion effect, you can improve traffic. So if all of these vehicles are doing those kinds of analysis.
Sure. Yeah, they're all talking to each other, right?
Each other and knowing what's going on. And I think you're just going to see it's going to be like, it's just going to be this mass of metal and plastic.
I wonder if
going down the street.
I wonder if they can be closer together because they're like spatially aware, like, and they're not distracted, right? So
Right.
could they, because you could fill more car lengths. You're supposed to be so many car lengths behind at, 3 car lengths or 3 seconds or
whatever it is
Would
you're
they
supposed
fill
to
in
do.
those gaps with just like getting more
Keep it
road?
going. I never thought of that, but that's probably true. Then they call it rail.
Put some steel
Put some
steel wheels on them,
steel
let them
wheels
roll.
on, and you're there. But so that's anyways. But you're just thinking. You're just thinking ahead of what could be the outcome of this kind of thing.
Yeah, in my lifetime, I'm sure. Maybe even in yours.
Maybe even in mine. Speaking maybe even in my lifetime. So Google has come out with a. They want to inject cyborg lenses into your eyeballs.
What?
So, yeah.
Google.
So
Google the ad company.
Google the ad company. So they patented a new technology that would let a company inject a computerized lens directly into your eyeball.
Dude, that's crazy.
But let me tell you,
It might be fun.
As a person who has from birth had eye issues,
Okay.
not eye strain like I talk about me all the time, but eye as in my eyeballs.
Eyeballs. Yeah,
eyeballs. So I have, and my family, we've experienced multiple surgeries, multiple issues. And
Okay.
5 years ago, I had lenses put in my eyes that allowed me, for the first time since I was 18 months old, to not wear glasses. So it's already happened, right? So you wear glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How long you wear glasses?
Several years now.
Yeah. So I wore glasses since I was 18 months old.
Wow.
And then
now
5 years
you
ago,
don't.
now
you
I
don't.
don't. So
And you want to get it? Are you going to do this eye injection?
I'd love to. I'm going to put my hand up and
Is
go,
it-
bring it on.
What else will it do? Is it going to have like bionic capabilities?
It is.
Or like Zoom? or
It is. Once
digital?
equipped with your cyborg lenses, you would never need glasses or contacts again.
Think
In
about
fact,
that.
you might not even need a telescope or a microscope again.
Ooh.
Right. And
Imagine if you could see microscopically. Now that would be awesome.
Now here's the scary thing I'm going to throw it at you. What if I could also insert a camera into it? And I took a picture of it. Remember Angus had his Google glasses?
Mm-hmm.
What if I was able to insert some kind of technology into this that would allow me to do a blink? And you know what? The Google Glass allowed you to do a wink and it would take a photo in the Google Glass. But what if that was inherent in the lens you had in your eyes? Then no one would know at all what you had.
I just have to cut in. From, the security standpoint, Drew, you have to respond to this. Come on.
Well, I mean, what do you think? It's like going to have X-ray or thermal, maybe?
It could have that too.
Yeah, I see. So you could build in
and
some
how would you know?
invasive capability into it.
How would you know? I have to put
What the other person had?
Yeah, I put a little sign on my forehead.
Well, because they're not looking in your face when they're talking to
They
you.
say, "Mine,
right?
you got beautiful blue eyes."
Wow.
And
I haven't pondered the Well, imagine, to Zuri's point, imagine if they just hacked it and turned it off, and all of a sudden it's just black,
You went blind.
and you can't see anything.
Well, that'd be scary.
So only do one eye, so maybe the first advice.
So anyway, it says the artificial computerized lenses will automatically adjust to help you see objects at a distance, very close, at night, during the day.
So at first of all, you gotta consider. So is it just acting like a lens for your real eye, or are they gonna hook it to your nerve? Like in other words, it's not data. It's just a lens, reflecting light into your eye. So it's not like you could steal what it's seeing.
Yeah.
For example, that could be bad.
That could, I mean, and so think about looking over at the bank teller machine or any kind of thing where you're kind of just recording it. You know, I'm at a bank. You're at the ATM machine, and I've got a telescope.
No, you close your eyes while you're punching the buttons, and you never can get it right.
You're there, and I'm behind you, and I have a telescopic eye that's looking at you punching your PIN code.
Well, those will be gone by then.
This is already available.
Come on.
Yeah. So I'm signing up.
If you get it, I'm going to interview you on Hibachi Talk. That'll be crazy.
And if I start winking a lot,
yeah,
it's funny. So yeah, I thought that was one of the neatest
Google,
things.
huh?
Google. Well, they got more money.
Because that's like
God.
a medical device. Like this is.
But they've
like
already come out with lenses. They've already patented lenses that they have made available. So this is.
How did you find? What have you been reading, man? This is cool.
This is Star Wars.
And it's an So it's Yeah, it's not liquid. It's obviously.
It says the company is developing a smart glasses that further smart contact lenses. It's a patent. The patent application is already in, and they're going to inject cyborg lenses into your eyeball. They're going to inject them into your eyeball.
Oh, it's crazy.
That is.
I mean, but the growth of nanotechnology with all the stuff that they're doing, and there's so many new materials today too that they're using. With all the the bunky ball, right? The carbon. And so I'm sure that this stuff is strong. I'm sure it's inert. I'm sure it's amazing. I'm not surprised that we can get to this point. I'm just surprised that we can get to it today.
And
I'm surprised that Google's doing it. Actually, it's not like Medtronics or someone.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, I just think of the, as Suri pointed out about the security aspects of it, but the whole opening up the community, the culture, society implications, all of the things that would be created as a part of creating that kind of technology.
Well, you're going to put the microscope guys out of business.
You walk into you walk into a restroom. You go, you walk into a bar and you're not supposed to be there, and I see you there. Well, that should be the reverse. You walk into the bar and I'm not supposed to be there, and you see me there.
Okay, if we just back up to the restroom,
yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah, the restroom is an issue.
And guys cannot fall down in front of women in skirts ever again.
Yeah.
We can't go to a break, you guys.
The whole,
that whole thing. Anyway, that's kind of pretty amazing. Anyway, that's my news for today, and then we're going to come back and after we take a short break, and refill our libations.
Yes.
And we'll talk about some of our guests that we've had on the show over the past.
And we've had 69.
69 guests, and we've given out 60 plus solo cups.
Who gets the cup today?
Angus.
Nice.
Anyway, go to the Texar, Andrew the security guy. We'll be back in a minute.
I'm Jay Fidel, CEO of Think Tech Hawaii. We work for the common good. We want to bring people together. We want to create a platform for civic engagement and raise public awareness. You can find us at thinktechhawaii.com. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Donna Blanchard. I'm the host of Center Stage on the Think Tech Hawaii Digital Network. On Center Stage, every Wednesday at 2 p.m., we talk to artists of all different ilk, playwrights, novelists, poets, singers, sculptors, you name it. We've had all kinds of interesting people on, and we always talk about what they do and how they do it. And what I find most interesting, we talk about why they do what they do, the process of art, what it does for us and our humanity. I hope that you will come and join us, and maybe you'll get inspired to bring out your creative spirit as well. That's Center Stage on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock on the Think Tech Hawaii Digital Network.
Aloha, how you doing? Welcome to Hibachi Talk. Gordo the Techstar here with my buddy Andrew the security guy.
That's right.
We're celebrating our 70th episode, so please grab yourself a libation, pull up a towel. and we're going to take a little bit review over the next few minutes on some of the guests that we've had on our show and where they might be in their careers.
Where are they now?
Because we are a launching pad.
We are.
I
That's
don't know if
awesome.
it's this way or
This way or this way, yeah.
But we are a
There's
launching
that,
pad.
right?
So, but anyway, but first we should look at the team. We've had, we've been learning this job over the past, 60 plus shows. And here's some of the people that we've had on the show, our hosts. We've got the
Lannings.
The Lannings, the handsome Lanning,
Wow.
and the ever so vivacious security goddess, Christine Lanning.
That's right.
She's there. And then we got, the three baboozes in the middle.
Yeah, that's
Curly,
it.
Larry, and Mo. So we got that. And then you got my good old buddy Papi Chulo, who, Rick Trejo, who comes in once in a while to fill.
He's done a
fill for
great
us.
job filling in.
So we've been kind of having fun putting this thing together, And I need pictures of Zuri and Nick so that I can add them to this
We had a
group.
request for those, but it was
Yeah.
blank.
I
don't
actually
understand.
I went online and I found a picture of Zuri. I Googled Zuri's name.
And you got one?
There is a picture of her.
Ah.
And I
Look at
needs photo.
And she keeps controlling that. That's why you can't get her
Zuri,
picture
it's
up
a
there.
really nice picture. So on Google, I put your name in,
think
and it
that
was
was
the
your
first
answer.
one in the upper left-hand corner. Cute. Oh,
I think that was your answer.
Yes, so cute. So anyway, so it was a nice picture of it. Have you ever Googled your name?
What for? I know who I am.
I Google your name, and it's amazing the photos that come up.
Sad.
Anyway, so let's talk about a few of our guests that we had
Cannot
on the
erase
show.
that identity,
Cannot erase
man.
it.
It's forever.
So one of our first shows with a guest was Hawala Greavy.
Yes.
We had Hawala
And
Greavy.
Hawala's
and
killing
Hawala was starting up a new company called Powbox.
Yes.
And
Let's
he-
just go see how many millions he has today.
Yes, yeah. So he started a company called Powbox, and they were developing, and still are, and enhancing a product that provides HIPAA-compliant security
Yes.
products, right?
Yes.
And so he was moving to San Francisco because it was hard to do a startup here.
And here it is. I'll give you a quick success story right off of his website.
Okay.
A company named I Am Billing. They're now using comprehensive HIPAA-compliant email. Hospitals, doctors, and healthcare providers aren't the only entities that need to make sure their communications are HIPAA-compliant. There are thousands of other companies who work behind the scenes to make sure that the healthcare industry keeps running. One of those is I Am Billing, now using Powbox.
Powbox. So there you go. So he's got.
He went up.
He's gone up. He's done. I went and visited him at his office in San Francisco. He is a testimonial to hard work
Oh, yeah.
and great ideas. They've also have another product that they have created. It's a HIPAA compliant document
Yeah.
system.
Sure.
That's part
For
of what's
storage.
going on for storage. So he's got that
And
that he's
transmission.
working on as well. There's some major press release organizations, media organizations have recognized his company as one of the top 5 HIPAA compliant companies to be watching out for.
That's right.
Not bad for a local boy makes
He's
good.
awesome.
Not
Killing
bad.
it.
Killing it.
Good job,
Killing it.
Hawala.
So nice job, Hawala. So then one of our other guests, and we always try to get, what we have on the show was
Kelvin.
this young
Nice.
Kelvin Rasmussen. So Kelvin Rasmussen is this young man is, it turned out to be interesting. I'll go back, do a little history. He did a project when he was like in
Fifth
regular
grade?
school, 5th grade with you
Yeah.
on security.
Yeah.
And-
he did.
and he
he
did-
did was a science show.
A science show,
And he won the
and
thing.
he won a science show on this one, and then he's a junior this year in Kamehameha. Just graduated this year in Kamehameha. He just got recognized as Hawaiian language speaker.
That's right.
So now he's
That's
he's
awesome.
multilingual. He speaks English and Hawaiian. So he's a recognized Hawaiian language speaker. Him and his partner did a project on development and history or ancestry,
Okay.
culture. And they did this project on it, him and his partner. They won, and they've been invited to Shanghai to present that.
That's incredible.
How's that?
I
So
really
they're going off to Shanghai.
He went up.
So another one that went up. So he's off to Shanghai to
Present.
So we got a tweet. So anyway, so nice job, Calvin. He's another. Watch out for this young man. We're going to see him someplace in the future. Wait, you tweeted this. Seems like Hibachi Talk crew was celebrating early today. Never would have guessed. Nice Guinness
What's
glass.
that? A couple of empty Guinness glasses.
That's right, empty.
What do you think that means?
Thirsty. Anyway, so that was number 2. We're not going to do all 70.
We're not?
No. So
I
what
was
do we
wondering
got
about
next? Do we have?
I was
we
wondering
have-
about our pace.
Oh, the lady with
Mary.
my most favorite laugh.
Yes.
Very fast enough. We'll go back to, again, she was one of the very first entrepreneurs when it came to website development.
She won awards.
She won awards.
Then and now.
Globally won awards. And she still continues this day to be first and foremost in this space. She's also a huge supporter of UH Athletics.
Yes.
She's part of the UH Athletic organization. It's just done and just continues to do a lot in the community. Does a lot here. What I like, it's a local company that's doing large scale national clients. They've got huge trucking companies, a whole number of companies that they're doing stuff on.
And you know what they just won in April?
What did they win?
The Communicator Awards for Anthology
So
Digital.
that's-
5 trophies in the 2016 competition.
Not bad.
Their big ideas in marketing communication are recognized with the biggest honors. Those aren't our words. Straight from the organizer of the prestigious annual International Award. Killing it. Great
Yeah,
job,
nice
Mary.
job. Where you go, Mary?
She went up. I don't know. She was already up. So
She was already up, but she keeps going.
She keeps going up. She's
keeps
just
going.
raising the ceiling.
She's just raising
I like
the ceiling.
it. Drop
So
the mic.
There's so there's Mary. So I wonder who else I got. I'm trying to figure
That's
out.
awesome.
I tried this. It's trying to find all these different pictures.
Nancy.
Nancy Grecken. Now, Nancy was an interesting lady to have on the show because she's an attorney. She is a one-person show. She does all of her own legal work for large companies. She's uses technology, a major technology user, and just continues. She does a lot of funny things on her website, if I recall.
I'm looking at this now. She has a like law comedy.
Yeah, she does law comedy. She still continues to be successful. Super lady, just out
And
there.
so here's her thing. So she's got a woman at a desk and looks like a client beside the desk, and the caption says snakes are illegal in Hawaii, but occasionally one slips in. And then the factoid sheet says some snakes stand on 2 feet and commit real estate fraud. Yep.
We heard about those at the FBI Academy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, remember those ladies in Hawaii Kai?
She takes this seriously, man.
There was the 2 ladies in Hawaii Kai that one was a real estate agent, one was a mortgage broker, and they were doing all of this stuff, moving property around. They caught one, she's in jail, and they're still looking for the other one. She's somewhere on the mainland.
She got jokes. Yeah, go to nancygrecken.com.
Yeah,
she's got
Nancy-
jokes.
She's got jokes.
Good stuff.
And she's a
great lady.
good attorney. So, and then we've got Alanito.
Oh yeah, I just saw him yesterday.
Did you see him yesterday?
Yesterday or he was at what's the FBI one?
Well, I don't know. Infragard.
Infragard.
Was that yesterday?
He gave a talk. Yeah.
How did I miss that?
Well, you were busy.
I was busy yesterday. I was busier than a one-legged man in a butt
Let's go look at Al on HHSC. We'll see what they're
Anyway,
up to.
but he's at Hawaii Pacific Health, right? And he's the chairman of the CIO Council of Hawaii, which continues
There
to
he
grow.
is.
Alan, we have a meeting coming up next week. Please don't cancel it. I'm looking forward to it. Or it's the week after next. The week after next. So we haven't had one in a while. So, but he continues to do pretty amazing things over there at Hawaii Pacific Health. Right? No, you're looking.
HHSC. I'm just reading his bio. He did talk about they're having a lot of their training program is going well, but they are seeing a ton. I mean, they're just fighting off a ton of attacks. Healthcare is, that ransomware attack is difficult to handle, and they are battling.
Yeah.
And they're battling well.
And the other attack that they're having, and talking with them, is that they're also having people raids. I mean, right now, because there's such a shortage of tech people in Hawaii, the companies all over town, it's like the days when I moved here in the 80s, it was just a matter of what company was attacking your company to take your tech employee to their company, and it's revisited. It's like we've gone full circle.
Yeah.
So I've seen people moving all over. We've got Queens has got 80 vacancies or plus. State's got 80 vacancies plus. We were talking to a guy last night that said you can go to Seattle, out of school, tech degree.
No experience. It's degree, but no experience.
150.
Yeah.
150 out of the gate.
That's going to get them running to
Yeah,
Seattle. And they need hundreds.
And they need hundreds. Well, I have a relative that works for Facebook in Seattle, and they're always on the recruiting mode and so on. So you got the big
It's
players
amazing.
there. So again, this is the business to get into.
Yeah.
But it just creates challenges for everybody.
STEM,
doesn't
kids,
it?
STEM.
STEM. We've had, Robert Duffer. Robert Duffer was cool. Yeah, Robert was cool because Robert came on and we talked about artificial intelligence. And,
And this is one of those guys that's out there right now. I
Yeah, as a
think
matter of
Robert
fact-
might be available.
yeah, so Robert
If you want a
is-
good
yeah,
one.
Robert is looking to move on to try something different.
IT PM manager. He
Yeah.
loves. He likes to approach stuff from a project management perspective.
He knows,
He's a sharp guy.
He knows SharePoint. He's actually at a SharePoint
He
class
won't.
today.
He won't be out there long.
Very
I
long.
guarantee
Yeah.
that.
He's at a SharePoint class right now. So he's
Yeah.
out there
If you
doing
don't
it.
have his resume already, you're probably too
So,
late.
Yeah. So he's out there doing it. So I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've done. We've had other people on. I don't necessarily have pictures of everybody. We had Melly James on with White Venture Capital Association. We've had. She still can. Again, another woman that goes up. We have Christine Lanning. How many awards has she got? And
I don't
things
even.
like
I
that?
quit counting. I got fired and I just quit
Yeah,
counting.
yeah,
I don't even know
yeah,
what to do about her anymore.
Gary, wow.
How's
that's a
that?
nice picture. That's a nice picture.
How's that
Yeah,
headshot?
look at that nice headshot.
Dug that out of her corporate bio folder. I still have some access privileges over there.
Yeah, limited. And then Garrett Yoshimi,
Yeah.
over at UH,
Yep.
what he's doing and happening over there. We had John O'Malley and his Sun Care.
That's right, Planet Sun.
Planet Sun and the things that was happening on that side. Dina Tierney.
Yep.
So I'm doing work now. I'm doing work with her
Awesome.
on some projects.
Good
and
deal.
We brought her on some project management stuff, and again, cream of the crop in town. Woman-owned small business.
Yep.
Right, and she does incredible project management stuff, and she's just she's kicking it.
Yeah, I see Dina here and there. She comes to HICTA sometimes. She's busy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
The right kind of problem to have.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then James Mueller was on, and he's all over the place.
Yep, he's
He
running
talked
FCA,
about
president over there, and,
then he has a internet business and got all kinds of things
He
happening.
finished both of his. Remember, he was doing a double master's.
Yep.
Finished both of those.
Did he
He
finish
just
those?
graduated. Yeah, in March or something.
Wow, so he's moving on.
Killing it.
And as a matter of fact, the guy we had on the last show, I've actually sent his resume to Hawaii Pacific Health.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're looking over there for help, and I thought he had great
Oh, he was
potential
brilliant.
over there. So he's got there. So again, a lot's. We're kind of running out of time. We got a minute left, so we're going to be out. Oh, the back
Nice.
office shot. So people, I did get asked, what's it look like from behind? And so here it is behind the camera. Here's what Zuri and Nick see from their spot. And I sure wish they could run around. Maybe Nick got off his chair and came. Yeah. So if Nick was just come around here, Nick, just for a second, so everyone can see who Nick is. This handsome guy, Nick.
There he is.
Here's Nick.
Nick,
So
all right.
Nick is the
What's up,
camera
brother?
guy that helps keeping this thing going. So he's going to help us with the challenges on the new format. Zuri, I'm putting your picture up next time. So and I'm
So
gonna,
she's putting it up.
I'm-
She's still driving.
Yeah, still that's true.
Don't ever
That's
start telling the
true.
producer what
Right.
we're doing.
Rats.
Whoa.
I forgot that one gap. Who's in charge here? So anyway, it's been fun. We've been experimenting with this, and we're looking forward. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and we're going to have a whole new format, and some changes are going to be happening. But we're still going to keep it thematic,
Of course we are.
like we're doing. So as we say to everybody at the end of the show, hey Zuri, open up your mic. Nick, open up your mic. 1, 2, 3. How you doing?
Yay.